So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. Well, there is Xavi, one of the great creators, inventors, one of the great visionaries of the game, Jim.
I fell in love with him and his style of play. Just unmatched in terms of intelligence and vision. He really is peerless in what he does.
Now it's Dembele, and it's Zico. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now that's well seen too. But he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
So no flag here. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So this the chance to fire his team in front. 1-0, just one winner. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Nedved. And here's Dembele. Bruno Fernandes. Olise promptly onto that, and that is that. Serginho, and here's Mbappe. Makelele. Bruno Fernandes. That is ended up in no man's land. Edmilson. And it's Serginho. Looking to play him in. That is good alertness. Xavi. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Edmilson. Played back into the centre. It's a searching pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Pass somewhat off target. Well, they've got it again. Tries to play it through. And this is Nedved. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Pele. Oh, it's come loose. Marcelo, he's picked his way through. Delivered with swing.
That's good defensive concentration.
Makelele goes sliding in. He'll try from distance! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Nedved simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Nedved chips it through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And here's Dembele. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that's fabulous. Xavi shoots! Edmilson. Serginho. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Looking for a runner. Shot could be... Mbappe! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Edmilson. Now it's Pele. Engages and forces him off the ball. Bellanova.
Bologna certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Nedved is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And the finish! It's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Marcelo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Zico. Edmilson. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And that's the second half started. And now they can clear their lines. And this is Pele! Pele! It's Pele! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Galatasaray with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Brilliantly cut out. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bruno Fernandes. This is a promising build-up. Edmilson. For Olise. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Beckenbauer cuts it out. Nedved. And he cuts out the supply. Zico. And it's Neymar. Serginho. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He has a... And the shot! Goal! Galatasaray! Into the lead once more. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now it's Pele. In with the challenge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Takes a shot! Edmilson. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Dembele. Bruno Fernandes, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Serginho. And he was quick to react. Well, that's beautifully weighted. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Pele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Keeper's dealt with that. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for options for movement. And this is Xavi. That look impressive jump. And he hits the net. And there's the goal they've been looking for. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Played back to the goalkeeper. Nedved. Upamecano gets across to intercept that. And it's Makalele. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's an imaginative pass. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. That's good vision. Serginho. Mbappe. Now it's Pele. He's on it, can he get away? Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Pele! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply... And he has nowhere to hide.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Galatasaray, palpably stronger, better, superior.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Iniesta. Oh, we expected better, and so did he.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Nedved. Zico. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Dembele. Rummenigge. And no, that was never going to make it. Into the last 5 minutes. And here's Mbappe. A probing pass. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Alvarez. Alvarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And claimed it back swiftly. He's had a shot! Well taken goal. Just cruising! They are cruising! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Things looking... Takes a shot! Oh, there was plenty on that. And time is up. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.